Shivy and the brilliant Kirsty Gallacher.
Thank you.
So we're going to do 3 nice little tapas dishes, all right? Because I know you love Spain. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but we're going to do 3 nice tapas dishes with a little bit of help over here. So I thought one of them we'll do with the tomatoes, the classic solid tomatoes on toast. That really, I mean, so for that we use the Isle of Wight tomatoes. So we don't go for Spain for the tomatoes. We go over the water over here because I think they've got the best tomatoes in the UK.
And year round, right?
Or yeah, and it really is, and it's your 10, 15 miles away from here. And they've got a little microclimate. You don't even have to go to Spain. You go the other side of the island. It's really... And you go the other side of the island, and there's stuff that grows there that doesn't grow anywhere else in the UK. And doesn't even grow on this side of the island. Gosh. So we talked a little bit about your travels and bits and pieces, but I do know you love Spain. That's why I started doing this. Is the Spain bit because of the golf? Is that...
We've got a family home in just south of Seville. And we just love it there. We've always... I think we spent a lot of time there because of my dad's golf.
Yeah.
Because he was a pro and warm weather golf.
I love how you said he was a pro. Those people who don't know anything about golf and anything about your dad, he wasn't just a pro, though, was he, really?
He was a good golfer.
Yeah.
He was quite a good golfer.
Ryder Cup captain.
Ryder Cup, yes, yeah. Actually, he's brilliant. He's still playing loads of golf, and now he's got Jude, my youngest, to try and...
Exactly. So is it the next generation coming through with the golf?
Yeah, I think Jude would love... He's 15, and he would love to be a golfer. The eldest is really good. They're both sporty boys, but Jude is the one that's really got the golf bug. Like, he watches wall-to-wall golf.
Wow.
I mean, it's like just...
You've got 3 kids, aren't they? Are they? Because you're sporty as well. Are they followed you?
My eldest wants to be a tennis player, professional tennis player. Yeah, and it takes up a lot of your time because you're travelling around with them.
But you've got to keep doing that. But not in a pushy way.
No.
Don't be a pushy parent.
Nobody ever wants to be chefs anymore, do they, really?
No, that's not enough.
Well, no, actually, my eldest... Yeah, I'm not sure.
But we'll put him off, just...
Well, OK.
Don't want to be doing that game as well. So, but look, we've got our little bread over here, which I'm toasted off, like that. And then that's going to sit there for Alex, a little bit of toast. There we go. So you got the pulp. This is the pulp that we use. Mix that together with salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil, really nice olive oil, and that's that one done. Meanwhile, over here, I'm making this piccata to go with our nice little bit of asparagus. So what we do with this is get yourself a pan. There you go. And with this one, we're going to cook our simple asparagus, which is banging season at the moment. But the piccata, you just blend it all up. Now, I've been to Spain, and this doesn't usually do it this way. So when I watched it, there was a gentleman out in the farmyard, in a yard. Also, they use it to thicken stews. So there's your little bit of bread. We toast that off, and then I'm going to add that to it and grind this all down with a little bit of parsley, and that's that one done. Meanwhile, we can then talk about your latest venture, which is venture into the world of radio. Well, not so much latest venture. You've now got your own show on a new station.
Yeah.
Tell us about it then, because this is it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was at Smooth Radio, and then they said, listen, we'd love you to... We're relaunching Gold Radio. We'd love you to be on there. How about Drive with Kirsty Gallacher, which was a brand new show, so really honoured.
We've seen you for TV presenting for a couple of decades now.
Yeah, yes.
But there wasn't many women involved in, particularly sports presenting when you first started.
No. I was one of the first women, really, yeah.
How was that when you first started?
Oh, gosh, I mean... Well, I didn't want to be a presenter. I'm sure I've told you that story before.
No, I didn't.
Well, I went to London College of Fashion. I wanted to be a fashion journalist. I was you know, really, like, intent on being a fashion journalist and writing for a magazine like Vogue. Oh, yeah, right. And then I went to a dinner that Sky Sports were hosting for my dad after a Ryder Cup, after he was captain, and they just said, well, would you come in and have a screen test? And I was like, oh, no, there's no way. I'm going to be a fashion journalist. Long story short, ended up, they sort of pestered me over that next year, in a nice way. And there's people were just like, why don't you just go in and see what it's like? And I was offered a job. I didn't want to present, and I was only 19. And then I worked behind the scenes and worked my way up, and then they launched Sky Digital and Sky Sports News, and I was flung into the headlights, really, and that was it. And yeah, I think it was hard in the beginning because there were the traditionalists who were like, well, I don't want to watch a woman talk about football. So how different is that to now? It's like, that's unheard of.
Well, you paved the way.
So I'm very proud of what you know, how the landscape's changed, and maybe, hopefully, some of us help to change that, you know, because if you think of it, it's just mad, isn't it?
So do you, with the radio, because you're on, you know, you're on a lot more.
Yeah.
Do you get to do you get to mould your own show, or
Yeah.
do you, how does it work? Because I'm fascinated by radio.
Yeah.
I've never done it, and it's one of those things that, to me, it's rabbit in the headlights thing. You can do TV, and I've done it for a long, long time, but that radio thing is just like freaks me out.
I agree. I was fascinated. I didn't know how it worked, but you've got your music that you play, and then that is obviously, you have a log each day, and you influence that. You obviously speak to your producers about what you'd like to play, and then you build your show around whatever time of day that is, and it's that sense of day thing. So if it's drive, you've got a lot of commuters, 4 till 7, and it's really just, I love the fact that it is really pure. It's about making people happy.
Yeah.
It's really pure. It's like people listen to music because they want to relax, or they want to, whatever, accompany what they're doing. And I love the fact that we can talk a bit, accompany them, try and help them in their day.
Yeah.
Maybe make them laugh, make them smile if you've had a
We've
bad
all
day.
done a lot of things, but radio, have you...
I do. I present.
I was going to say,
I do a lot of radio. I think for me, radio is something so wonderful because no one can see me.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Come on.
What I'm wearing. So, you know, I think, and also, I think they have a different crowd. Radio 4 is a different crowd.
That's great. I think what you mean by that is you can really be yourself. You're not like, oh, I need to look a certain way. I need to, you know, you're not aware of that. Yeah,
I'm more relaxed on radio.
And you're kind of just being, yeah, like pure in a way.
You've done shows. I mean, you did Mastermind.
I did. Yeah.
And not only did that, but did pretty good at it.
Yes.
How scary was that?
It was, because moment I got asked, I messaged Shiv and I said to her, should I do this? You've done it. Should I do this? She goes, yes, you must do it.
I've said no to it, can I just tell you? I'm petrified.
No, it's a great
But
experience.
listen to the specialist subject was what?
Cricketer.
Cricket?
Cricketer. I play cricket, you see. I played cricket a lot. If I didn't was a chef, I would have been a great cricketer.
We're feeling underqualified over here.
Who's your favourite?
Kapil Dev, always.
Yeah.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, and it's in our blood, exactly. Cricket is something everybody lives for in India.
Yeah, it's great.
In West Indies too.
Fascinating.
Yes. Kapil Dev won, and I don't think anybody's broken his record. 175 not out in the World Cup, and they beat the West Indies, and they were the...
Hey!
Yes! Yes!
There you go. Right, look, I'm going to move the conversation over to us now, Alex, if that's all right. Having a little chat in the corner over here. So, look, we've got a nice little bit of tomato red that Alex done. We've got our asparagus with piccata. And then the gorgeous, these lovely little anchovies. Now, the anchovies you get, 2 different types of anchovies. You can get the ones that are grey. They're the ones that have been salted. You can get the ones that are white, which are these ones that are done in vinegar and oil. And I think these are the ones to go for, really. I think they're absolutely delicious. And if you don't like anchovies, usually you've tasted the brown ones, the ones in the salt. And I think once you taste these, there's no going back. They're absolutely amazing. So what I've done here is I've got a little dressing. We've got some lemon, garlic, olive oil, and you pour this over here. That's the thing about what I love about tapas food in Spain. It's just so simple. It's
James,
all
could I
to
ask you a question? Are these different lemons? These are the lemons which they look different to the ones that you get in
These Amalfi lemons, these ones, yeah, yeah.
Fancy lemons.
Yeah, fancy lemons, but a little bit of, but you good quality olive oil, nice little bit of garlic, and the garlic as well. If you didn't want the heat of the garlic, you just roast it, and you just roast it in a little bit of tin foil like that. And there we have it. 3 little tapas dishes. All done. This is that. Thank you, Jake.